Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a scathing attack on the Congress party and also the RJD during a rally in Bihar today, accusing them of insulting the Chhath Puja, a festival that's deeply cherished by all Biharis and Purvanchalis. His remarks came just a day after Rahul Gandhi alleged that a special pond was built in Delhi for the Prime Minister to perform Chhath rituals, claiming that it was a vote-garnering stunt aimed at Bihari voters. Rahul Gandhi also quipped that the Prime Minister would dance if asked to for votes. Now, Prime Minister Modi, invoking his devotion to Chhati Maiya, said that he understands the sanctity of this festival. He warned that people of Bihar would not tolerate any insult to their self-respect. Rahul Gandhi, meanwhile, also doubled down on his campaign, spotlighting the issue of paper leaks that has plagued Bihar's youth, an issue that he discussed in a recent meeting with students as well. Now, this marks Day 2 of Rahul Gandhi's reignited opposition push in poll-bound Bihar, but his sharp rhetoric, especially the dance for votes jibe at the Prime Minister, has sparked a debate, and also something that he said with regard to Chhath Puja. Was it a step too far or just politics taking an uglier turn? Veera is still with us. Veera, help us understand, is this an issue on the ground, or is it just for us to discuss and for politicians to take barbs at each other?
Well, to help me understand, obviously I have Baba and Prashant with me. Baba, question being raised is that, okay, there is a narrative as far as an election is concerned. Last minute push of this nature, the BJP taking on Rahul Gandhi, it becoming personal. Does it divert attention from the campaign? Will it resonate in Bihar, at least in phase 1?
मुझे लगता है कि छठ का इशू भी ज़्यादा दिन नहीं चलेगा। छठ बीत चुका है, अब बात होनी पड़ेगी असली मुद्दों के ऊपर, क्योंकि महागठबंधन बार बार सवाल पूछ रहा है एनडीए से कि 20 साल आपका शासन रहा, आपने क्या किया, आपने पलायन रोकने के लिए क्या किया, आपने एजुकेशन के लिए क्या किया। तो इन सारे चीज़ों का जवाब जो है अब रूलिंग पार्टी को देना पड़ेगा।
So Baba is saying that, look, it will have to be on substantive issues. Will this sway the last minute? What's the impact this will have in terms of the narrative setting, Prashant?
Well, tomorrow Veera, NDA is going to release its manifesto also, so we'll have to wait and see what do they have to offer to the people of Bihar. But as I told you, it is very difficult at this moment whether this will resonate on the ground and what will happen. But as I told you, Prime Minister uses these personal remarks we have seen in the past to his advantage. So let's see, who knows? I mean, he might, these personal attacks or personal remarks against Prime Minister may help BJP in setting the narrative. That's
a key point you've been making since yesterday, but the focus again on the manifesto tomorrow. Yes. You expect it to be reactionary to the MGB's manifesto or something that sets a narrative on its own?
No, BJP, as Baba was telling, there are many questions that BJP and India will have to answer. So I'm just eager to see if BJP and what NDA has to offer in response to what Tejaswi and Mahagabandhan has already offered to the people of Bihar. So let's see what BJP and NDA has to offer.
Right, Baba, very quickly on the NDA's manifesto, what would you keenly look out for?
एनडीए को बताना पड़ेगा कि अगले 5 साल का रोड मैप क्या है और वहाँ पर किस ढंग से पलायन, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट और एजुकेशन के बारे में क्या करने वाली है।
Okay, as I hand back to Vasudha, I'm going to learn from Baba how to put the gamcha when it rains. Here you go. Okay, I will try. Thank you, Baba. Very nicely done. And I'm going to toss back to you, Vasudha. This is the way they wear the gamcha when it rains, and I quite like it. I mean, this is part of every Indian culture, I guess. Every part of India, in Tamil Nadu, we call it the tund, and we just put it around our heads and we are fine with the rain, right? Back to you, Vasudha.
It's a multi-purpose gamcha. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Veera. And thank you, Prashant. With the Chhath Puja now at the heart of Bihar campaign, the question remains, how will this cultural flashpoint shape the battle for Bihar? Before I get in my guests, let's take a look at some reactions.
ये आपका बेटा तो छठी मैया का जय जयकार दुनिया में कराने में लगा है। दूसरी तरफ ये कांग्रेस और ये आरजेडी के लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या कर रहे हैं? छठी मैया का अपमान कर रहे हैं। क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या कर रहे हैं? आप मुझे बताइए, क्या कोई कभी चुनाव में वोट पाने के लिए छठी मैया का अपमान कर सकता है क्या? क्या ऐसा अपमान बिहार सहन करेगा क्या? क्या ऐसा अपमान हिंदुस्तान सहन करेगा क्या? इस चुनाव में असली खबर मुझे दी गई गालियां नहीं है, बल्कि आरजेडी कांग्रेस में हो रहा झगड़ा है। आरजेडी कांग्रेस का रिश्ता तेल और पानी की तरह दिख रहा है। एक ग्लास में होते हैं, शीशे का ग्लास है, दिखते तो एक ग्लास में है, लेकिन पानी और तेल का मेल ही नहीं होता है। बिहार में हर तरफ से खबरें आ रही हैं कि कैसे आरजेडी कार्यकर्ता कांग्रेस के लोगों को नीचे घसीट रहे हैं। वही कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता भी आरजेडी के लोगों से पूरी दुश्मनी निकाल रहे हैं। जमानत पर चल रहे इन दोनों युवराजों ने कल ये दिखाने की बड़ी कोशिश की कि उनके बीच कोई मनमुटाव नहीं है, कोई झगड़ा नहीं है, लेकिन इन्हीं लोगों के लिए कहा गया है, ऊपर से तो दिल मिला, भीतर फाके तीन। साथियों, बिहार के चुनावी संग्राम में अब दो युवकों की जोड़ी ने, जो अपने आप को युवराज ही मानते हैं, इन दो युवराजों ने झूठे वायदों की दुकान खोल दी है। एक भारत के सबसे भ्रष्ट परिवार का युवराज, दूसरा बिहार के सबसे भ्रष्ट परिवार का युवराज। ये दोनों ही हजारों करोड़ के घोटाले में जमानत पर है, और गांव में जो जमानत पे आता है ना, कोई भी उसका सम्मान नहीं करता है।
अगर आप कहोगे नरेंद्र मोदी जी आप ऐसा ड्रामा करो वोट के लिए, वो कर देंगे। जो भी करवाना है करवा लो। मैं कह रहा हूं आप उनको कहो कि देखो भैया हम आपको वोट देंगे, आप स्टेज पे आके नाच लो, वो नाच लेंगे, नाच लेंगे। कह रहा हूं आप कोशिश करो। मोदी जी आइए, स्टेज पे आइए, भाषण मत दीजिए, डांस कर दीजिए, हम आपको वोट देंगे, देखना कर देंगे। जो भी करवाना है करवा लो।
अभी छठ पूजा के समय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने निर्णय लिया कि वो जाके यमुना में स्नान करेंगे। आपने देखा फोटो देखी? एक तरफ हिंदुस्तान की सच्चाई, बिहार की सच्चाई, यमुना पोल्यूशन से भरी हुई, गंद से भरी हुई, और दूसरी तरफ नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने साफ पानी का छोटा सा तालाब बनाया, दूर से साफ पानी आया। दिल्ली के लोगों को नहीं मिलता पीने का साफ पानी, मगर नरेंद्र मोदी के नहाने के लिए दूर से इतना बड़ा पाइप लगवाया गया, उसमें पानी आया, छोटा सा तालाब बनाया गया, और उसमें हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को नहाना था।
नचनिया तो बोलवे ना करेंगे, काहे कि उनके पास कौन कौन है भाई? हाँ, मनोज वाजपेयी नाम है ना, मनोज तिवारी, रवि किशन, और कौन कौन है, निरहुआ, पवन सिंह, हेमा मालिनी, कंगना रनौत, हाँ, ये सब तो नचनिया ही लोग ना है। और नचनिया जब बोलते हैं उन्हीं के पार्टी में, वही नहीं नचनिया जो इन लोग लेके घूम रहे हैं एनडीए वाले भीड़ इकट्ठा करने के लिए, तो मतलब उन नचनिया लोग को शर्म नहीं आ रहा है कि भैया एक तो आप मेरा चेहरा चमका रहे हैं, आप चारों तरफ भीड़ इकट्ठा करने के लिए, और जनता के बीच में आप हम ही को तमाचा मार दिए हो। वो लोग नचनिया हैं।
Well, joining us now is Neeraj Mishra, spokesperson Congress Party. We have Mayank Mauli, who is BJP spokesperson. We also have Ajit Kumar Jha, consulting editor with NDTV. Before I get to the political spokespersons, Mr. Jha, what kind of resonance does this issue of insult to Chhati Maiya have on the ground in Bihar? Is it just to score political points that political leaders are raising this issue? Does it really strike a chord with Biharis?
You know, I believe that this is what we call the silly season of election politics. What happens during elections, that leaders take on to what we say negative campaigning, personality attacks. And this entire thing going on with Chhath, regarding dance, regarding all that, is essentially around that. Rahul Gandhi attacking the Prime Minister attacking Rahul Gandhi. And what gets lost in this entire silly season is the real issues on the ground. The fact that Bihar is the poorest state in the country on almost all economic indicators. What are the solutions that the NDA and Mahagathbandhan will provide? Whether it's education, whether it's unemployment, out migration of labor, none of that is sort of covered by either side, especially the main leaders. I'm not saying that the NDA and the Mahagathbandhan don't have positions on that, but the top leaders are simply going on carrying this negative politics, and that is what is disconcerting.
Okay.
But then, as I said, this is a typical silly season. Let me make one more point with regard to dance. I mean, remember, we come from a culture where Lord Shiva, Mahadev, his dance created the universe. Why are dancers suddenly nachaniyas being called in such a negative manner? That is something equally appalling to me.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Mr. Shah, completely. Mayank Mauli, I also think that the leader of opposition made a lot of important points, but the fact that he said something really disgusting about an elected prime minister, that could have been completely avoided, saying that, he can even dance to get votes. That could have been avoided. But where is the insult to Chhati Maiya? What is being alleged? Tell me how did Rahul Gandhi sort of insult the festival of Chhath?
See, I do believe that Rahul Gandhi has a very deep liking of stage when it comes to stage and dance, and it is very much fine with us. But when he is derogatory remarking our Prime Minister, it's disgraceful to 140 CR of our Indians. And when it comes to Chhath, Chhath is not a showpiece and showpiece festival for us. It's a mixture of Bhakti, Shakti and Shraddha ka Sangam. But for Rahul Gandhi, it's a joke. He doesn't understand this festival represents discipline, purity and gratitude. He has no connection with the soil, no respect for the people who toil under the sun. The people of Bihar don't need, ma'am, any lecture from a Delhi Darbar prince who can't even differentiate between the faith and farce. When Rahul Gandhi mocks Chhath, he mocks Maithili, Maghi.
No, but what exactly did he say that you think was a mockery of Biharis?
Exactly. He said Chhath was a drama.
Okay.
He said he just tamed Chhath by saying it a drama. It's a direct.
So he was basically, the allegation was a specific point was being made for the Prime Minister. That's a complete, that's a claim, because the Prime Minister did not, of course, go to Vasudev Ghat. He was talking about the claim. So you're saying that the fact that he chose to talk about that particular festivity was insulting to Biharis. Let me get in Neeraj ji here, Neeraj Mishra. I mean, clearly you would also agree that the leader of opposition could have used better words, isn't it? It's an elected representative. The Prime Minister is somebody that the country has voted for. Clearly better language could have been used, isn't it?
Vasudha ji, we often dispute Prime Minister's degree in entire political science, but surely he has a degree which cannot be disputed. That is a PhD in drama. You see that the lived reality of Delhiites is such that lakhs of Bihari migrants who went to Yamuna, a Yamuna which is loaded with toxic waste and fecal matter, a simple pond in front of that Yamuna was created earlier for the Prime Minister, later for the Chief Minister and the Council of Ministers to show their devotion to the festival of Chhath. It is how contrary that they were making a mockery of the faith of all these Bihari migrants who are there in Delhi, because a government for last 20 years have failed to provide opportunities to them so that they could have lived in their cities, in their villages, and they would not have come to a city like Delhi. So what Rahul Gandhi was saying was this fact only, that people of India are now seeing across the drama which the Prime Minister or the BJP creates, the smokescreen of dramatization of faith and devotion. This is what Rahul Gandhi was calling out. He was saying that the potent questions which are resonating on the ground are questions of unemployment. People from Bihar are...
I agree with you, Mr. Mishra, but everything that he talked about does get in some ways invisibilized, or it gets unheard, because all that everyone is talking about right now is the thing that he talked about, the Prime Minister. Mr. Jha, would you believe that Rahul Gandhi was disrespectful towards Chhath Puja or Biharis? And do you think that by talking about the Prime Minister in such a manner also in some ways should have been avoided?
The way Mr. Neeraj Mishra ji explained, if Rahul Gandhi would have stuck to the, the voice of Neeraj Mishra and spoken in the same language, all of us would have said, what a wonderful speech. But Rahul Gandhi, his intentions, I don't think are against to hurt Chhathi Maiya. But I think his style of communication, in fact, I remember Rahul Gandhi at one time telling people that as a young man, he had suffered so much, seen the death of his father, his grandmother, that he had a lot of anger and that he has managed it, and he doesn't want to bring anger out in the open. But now that I see Rahul Gandhi, I saw him during the voter Adhikar rally. I was there in Bihar, and he had created a euphoria all over the state. Then he went missing for, I don't know, a month or so. And now that he has come back, if he could have communicated in the same way as Neeraj Mishra ji, instead of doing that, he gets very angry and he starts sort of attacking the Prime Minister, forgetting that the Prime Minister is not only his rival in Bihar, but he is the Prime Minister. He is not the Prime Minister of BJP.
Yes. So he needs to hear more about the sentiment.
Country, right?
Absolutely, Mr. Jha, I agree with you. Mayank Molli, last words, comments from you, closing remarks from you also, because your manifesto is getting released tomorrow, and Tejasvi Yadav keeps saying that, there is a sense that the NDA copies his announcements. What is expected tomorrow, and do you expect the issues that are resonating today, do you expect them to be discussed in the course of the campaign for the next few days?
Vasudha, we don't need any suggestions and we don't need to copy a 9-fail guy who is also convicted in sections of 420 and 467 by the Honorable Court. And for Rahul Gandhi, I just remember we used to listen in our childhood. A radio jingle was Bole Mere Lips, and Rahul Gandhi loves blabbering. I don't want to say again. But Rahul Gandhi, whenever he picks up the mic, the BJP vote rises. And because whenever he speaks terribly, terribly wrong about India, wrong about the culture of India and the people. Okay. And he forgets Mr. Jha.
We are completely out of time. Mr. Mishra, closing remarks from you, sir.
Vasudha ji, one simple comment is that any great party or any great leader is identified from the fact that he addresses the fact that he does not know everything. There is always scope for learning. Yes. And what BJP spokesperson is saying, that they are not ready to learn from what Mahagathbandhan had taught them in those 17 months by giving them 5 lakh jobs, addressing a new tourism policy, addressing a new sports policy, and all other issues which have been left unattended for last 20 years.
But Nitish Kumar has been the Chief Minister since 2005, so this is very funny. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast, and this is something we'll continue to discuss. But